So the PFA Premier League Team of the Year has caused quite a stir, much like it always does. The inclusion of Paul Pogba's confused fans, but the rest of the team is made up of just Liverpool and Man City, which is fair enough when you consider how good they've been. But which players have been unlucky to miss out? Well, today we're going to look at an alternative Team of the Year, looking at players from up and down the division that don't play for either of the top two. In goal is Ben Foster. Having previously been at Watford on loan when he was a Manchester United man, Foster returned to Vicarage Road last summer after relegation with West Brom. And despite being in his late 30s, Foster is still as consistent as ever, bar his minor cock against Arsenal the other week. Foster is an exceptional goalkeeper and he's proved it this season with Watford competing in the top half of the table and reaching the FA Cup final, although that hasn't been down to him. Aurelio Gomez has been in goal. At right back is Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Okay, Wolves fans might be arguing that we've stunned Matt Doherty here, but Crystal Palace defender Wan-Bissaka has been equally as impressive and he's played as an out-and-out right back. The youngster has eased into life as a Premier League regular, proving to be a massive result for the Palace Academy. There'll be a lot of teams keen to snap Wan-Bissaka up this summer, and Palace will do well to resist any big offers that come their way. Centre back is Cordy. So we may have stubbed Matt Doherty, but his teammate and captain Cordy gets in the team. The Liverpool Academy graduates had a couple of amazing seasons under Nuno Espirito Santo, being reborn as a centre back and receiving rave reviews. His leadership has helped Wolves settle in the Premier League, and he's been instrumental in some huge wins over the best teams England has to offer. Talks of him getting a Three Lions call-up might be a bridge too far, but Cordy has proven this season he can be an established Premier League defender. He's alongside Fabian Shah. Okay, maybe I've been a bit biased here, but I had to get a Newcastle player in, and I've gone with Fabian Shah. The Swiss defender has proven to be an absolute bargain, costing just £3 million last summer. Ever since Rafa Benitez switched to a back five, Shah has been inspirational both defensively and going forward. He's been the key to the success of Rafa's system, and he's a bit of a cult hero now on Tyneside courtesy of two breathtaking goals at St James's Park. Left back is Luca Deane. One of three players to arrive at Everton this season from Barcelona, Luca Deane has certainly been the most impressive. For years the left back position has belonged to Leighton Baines, but this season it's been stolen by Deane, who's brought new energy and exuberance to Everton's left flank. His delivery is superb, and Deane has also scored some stunning goals since making the switch from the new camp. Holding midfield is Declan Rice. A player who looks wise beyond his years, it's hard to believe Declan Rice is still just 20 years old. While his decision to swap Ireland for England caused a stir, his performances on the pitch have been brilliant. It's been an up and down season for West Ham, but Rice has been a constant in the middle of the park. Despite being one of their youngest players, he already looks like a leader in claret and blue, which is great news for the future of West Ham, unless they cash in of course. He's alongside Ruben Neves. The Portuguese superstar only scores worldies. I don't think I've ever actually seen him score a tap in. It was no surprise how good he was in the Championship last season, but stepping up to the Premier League hasn't been an issue either. Neves moves the ball so well, always looking to make things happen for his attackers, whilst also having the eye for a spectacular strike, particularly from set pieces. Neves is one of the best midfielders outside the top six, and to be honest he could easily play for one of the Premier League's best teams. On the right is Ryan Fraser. Bournemouth's attack has been exciting to watch this season, and one of the reasons for this is Ryan Fraser. The Scottish winger has done the business for Eddie Howe's side, both scoring and creating for the Cherries. His pace is an absolute nightmare for defenders, and this season he's added some serious end product to his game. There's a reason why Arsenal are apparently interested in a summer move for Ryan Fraser, and he might be keen to take another step up the Premier League ladder and test himself on the European stage. On the left is Eden Hazard. It's incredible that the Belgians missed out on the actual Team of the Year when you look at his numbers this season. Also, how was he nominated for Player of the Year but not make the Team of the Season? Goodness knows. Sure, it hasn't been a vintage year for Chelsea, but Hazard has remained world class, and no player has been directly involved in more goals than him. He continues to defy belief at times, turning it on in an instant and providing moments of sheer class, much like he did against West Ham the other week. Of all the players in the league that missed out on the PFA Team of the Year, Hazard is probably the one who can feel the most aggrieved. Up top is HeungMin. Another player who can feel aggrieved to have missed out. What a season it's been for HeungMin. Whenever Harry Kane gets injured, you wonder where Spurs' goals are going to come from, but every time HeungMin steps up, and now the South Korean could be considered the main man for Mauricio Pochettino. With obscene pace with and without the ball, Son's finishing's up there with the best, and he makes the prospect of being without Harry Kane much less daunting for Tottenham. And finally we've got Raul Jimenez. A third and final Wolves player, the Mexican has amazed me this season, and his form has seen his loan move made into a permanent one, worth a club record £35 million. Jimenez is perfect for Nuno's Wolves, a selfless striker who can score and assist, with his partnership with Diogo Jota causing problems for even the best of defenders. Jimenez didn't have a great goal scoring record before his move to Molineux, but he shut the doubters up this season, even if Troy Deeney was livid about his Sin Cara mass celebration at Wembley. A great season for Jimenez, who has led the line expertly for Wolves. So that's our alternative Premier League team of the season. Let us know yours in the comments below. Thanks for watching and don't forget to like, share and subscribe.